Gossip at the Corpse Cart contains graphic and explicit content that may not be suitable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome back to Gossip at the Corpse Cart.
What?
Ooh, I love these episodes.
Me too.
Yeah, they're fun.
They're
fun.
fun.
And fresh.
They're fresh.
They're fun.
They're new.
We wine and crime gals talk about just some interesting recent shit. Headlines, maybe some safety tips, which we'll get to. Maybe some of the embarrassing shit all of you have done and for some reason decided to tell us about.
Are you all okay?
No, literally no. I don't think anyone has had a normal sexual encounter.
No, ever.
Or poop. According
Honestly,
to the emails we receive.
These are very validating to know that I'm not the only one who's also never had a normal poop or sexual encounter.
Yep.
All of these confessions are secretly from Amanda.
Yeah, can you imagine if all of these confessions were just us unloading?
I can imagine that, actually. I really can.
Amanda just has no shame, so she has no real...
I have no reason to hide behind anonymity.
Right?
Yeah, we actually do our
reason.
confessions as quick anecdotes in every regular episode.
Yeah. Big
I
hard
have no secrets anymore.
None. I have no secrets. Nothing.
Oh, Jesus. Well, us without secrets. I'm Lucy.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. I'm Kenyon.
I'm Amanda.
That's my secret.
Oh, God. Yeah, that is my confession. Let's kick it off with some crazy headlines from Amanda. Well, I guess from all of you people.
Yes. I would love to take the wheel. This first headline is like so wholesome and amazing and just how drunk texting should always go.
Oh, God.
So this is out of Charleston, South Carolina, and it reads, "Man drunk texts aquarium education phone number with philosophical ocean questions."
Yes.
Wait, I need that number.
Don't worry, I will take care of that for you. And I just feel like everybody should replace like whatever that X that you
That
always want to
toxic
text when you're
X.
drunk. Just replace that phone number with the philosophical aquarium education phone number.
Seriously.
Because they'll respond.
It's like on Duolingo when they're like, 15 minutes on Duolingo can teach you a language. What can 15 minutes on social media do?
Ruin your life.
It's the same
Ruin
thing.
your life. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Drunk text to an ex can ruin your life, but drunk text to an aquarium educator will just enhance your life.
It can do nothing but enhance it.
Quite literally. So this reads, the South Carolina Aquarium on Monday shared screenshots of messages sent to the Ask an Aquarium Educator number from a slightly inebriated but curious man. The man who was, quote, currently at the corner of Market and Meeting Street, asked the educator what the spot would have looked like 10,000 years ago before the area was settled by humans. He then asked when the area was first settled by humans. His stream of consciousness then takes him to, quote, why do seahorses grab anything they can with their prehensile tail?
Prehensile tail. Wow.
He's
nailing it.
He is nailing it. And, quote,
He's tailing it.
why should I only eat oysters in months that contain the letter R?
What? Is that a rule?
No, I think it's just a drunk
don't know.
amusing.
Was he spelling all of these things correctly?
Well, I have screenshots of the texts on the drive, which will be on the blog. And so I can
we go look?
Yes, please. Some of these questions include, is there something unique to the Low Country that those who study marine life are fascinated by? On what subjects do marine biologists disagree? There must be things generally agreed upon, but what theories are currently being debated? Also, why do seahorses grab anything they can with their prehensile tail? Why should I only eat oysters in the months that contain the letter R?
Question.
This guy has excellent questions.
And excellent spelling. I'm shocked.
Is this an NPR host?
Probably.
That just got turned up.
I'm assuming this is like at night. Was he getting replies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
They replied, "Hi, thank you for all of your questions," which started coming in at like 9 p.m. and stopped at 12:05 a.m., which I love.
That's
so cute. Okay, 10,000 years ago, South Carolina would have seen the end of the Ice Age. Blah, 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 blah. Something went extinct. There's also debate surrounding the purpose of keeled scales on snakes and many more. Seahorses like to use their tails to hold on because they aren't very good swimmers, and they may get tossed around in currents if they aren't holding on.
Okay.
As for oysters, this quote-unquote rule comes from the fact that bacteria that is harmful to humans is more likely to be present during the warmer seasons that do not end with an R.
So it's true.
So it's real. Waiting for the
like
months
May, June, July, August.
Right, so you want to start in September, like the cooler months.
Oh.
How amazing. I never knew that. Waiting for the months that end with an R also allows for spat, or baby oysters, to reach an appropriate size for populations to recover before harvest. Now, all these responses came in at...
sustainable, too.
Exactly. All these
Sorry,
answers
I'm
came
really
in.
into this.
I am too. It's so wholesome. They responded the next morning. So these were not coming in at midnight. These answers were coming in at 10 o'clock the next day. To which the original texter responded, "Thank you so much for all of your answers. My wife should be happy I drunk text aquariums and not other women." Which, oh my God, the last message from the aquarium is, "Of course, thank you for all of your fun questions. Your wife is a turtly lucky lady."
Oh my God. I love it.
See, this is
love it.
what a healthy relationship looks like.
Oh, 1,000%. Also, I could totally see any of our spouses our spouses either getting high or a little drunk and just texting an aquarium educator.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Although I don't know if any of our spouses would ask such good questions.
No, not in the aquarium space, but I feel like they would each have a different nerdy outlet. Like
burgers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Bill likes to DM this German photography YouTube educator guy, and
what the fuck? He already does this?
Yes, he's he's not drinking, but he's really into this guy who teaches about all this cool camera equipment and how to use it and how to make effects at home that look studio quality with simple hacks and stuff. It's how he made our wine video was following this guy.
Cool.
Wow.
And this guy apparently has a pretty big following, but Bill is always so tickled because he'll reach out with questions and he always responds.
Oh.
It's so fucking wholesome. It's so cute.
Aww.
Anyway, that's Bill's aquarium. Okay. This next on the headline is a gal who just needs a fucking break, and I completely relate to her.
Just a mirror.
Just a mirror. 9-year-old Utah girl caught driving to California said she just wanted a beach vacation.
Yes, girl.
Cannot.
Wait, how old?
9.
How far did she get?
We'll get to it. So, a 9-year-old Utah girl caught driving to California with a 4-year-old passenger.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Made it about 2 neighborhoods before she sideswiped a car and crashed into a semi-truck.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Nobody was injured in the collision. That's why this is allowed to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Police say the girl who took her 4-year-old sister along for the drive was reported to police Wednesday morning after a truck driving near her thought she was an impaired driver, which is
She
like
was.
true.
She
She's
was
9.
cognitively impaired.
Yeah. The girl slammed head on into the semi-truck, leaving the car badly damaged. Police said the girl drove about 10 minutes from West Jordan to West Valley City. They told the officers they were headed to California and wanted to enjoy the beach for a few days.
Yeah.
Few days.
Officer Sean McCarthy said, I don't know that we'll tell them they were going the wrong way. They were driving east instead of west. Both girls
A minor
were
detail.
exactly. Both girls were wearing seatbelts, authorities said.
Good.
The parents of the girls were apparently sleeping and were not aware that they had even left the house. Everything needs like
Locks.
special locks
Uh-huh.
that like
Oh.
children cannot operate. That is the scariest thought.
Yeah.
I used to sleepwalk when I was little.
Yeah.
And my parents were totally freaked out that I would like walk out the
Open
front
the
door
door.
in the dead of winter. Like my
Yeah.
neighborhood was super safe and we weren't on a busy street, so it's not like I'd be hit by a car if I wandered off, but like I could freeze to death.
It
Yeah.
happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God everybody is okay. I totally get it, girl. Like get up early in the morning, steal mom's car,
Yeah.
drive to the beach with your little sister.
You need a
can't-
fucking few days on the fucking beach.
She just needed a few
Sometimes
days
you
on the
just
beach.
do, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't wait. I want to hear about this. I want to like follow this girl and hear about what she's like as a teen.
That is exactly what I was thinking because it's like,
Yeah.
girl, if you're stealing mom and dad's car at 9,
Yeah.
your mom and dad are in for it.
Yeah. Just
Although,
wait till 15. Oh
Right?
God.
which like we definitely, not anyone on this call with me, but someone else and me definitely
Mhm.
did some
We all know who.
underage joyriding in a borrowed vehicle
Wow.
before any of us even had our permits.
Oh wow.
You gotta
Ow.
find that one family where the parents just really are not paying attention.
Oh, I know who it was.
That is a teenage dream right there.
God.
All right.
Well, that
next.
family was not my family.
No,
No.
not even close.
My mom was in my business.
Yeah. Tight.
And
tight
also
up in there.
psychic somehow.
Yes. My
Yes.
child is in there.
Yeah, my mom definitely has superpowers. It
Mhm.
sucks.
Yeah, it does. It sucks
well-
for all of us.
We're all still alive. God bless her. So this next one, in honor of Pride, which, yes, that was last month at the time you're listening to this, but whatever, we can extend it. Here is
We're always proud.
We're always proud. Here is your reminder to be good to the gays or God will smite the fuck out of you.
Oh.
Washington State. Boat of people allegedly heckling a vessel decked in pride flags explodes,
I saw this.
sending occupants into the rescuing arms of those they'd been vilifying.
Yes.
Oh,
Saved by the gays. You heckle the gays, your fucking boat explodes, and then the gays
Yeah.
save you.
just
Yep.
exploded.
Yeah, I
Burst
mean,
into flame.
I'll put a photo on the drive because it's
Pretty epic.
bonkers. Like I totally forgot to grab a screenshot of this. I will grab one right now, but my lord, the smoke. It's bad. Okay, so this reads, quote, police in Washington state are seeking information on an apparent karmic incidence of spontaneous combustion. And go ahead and refresh the drive and you can go ahead and see the photo as I continue so you can get an idea of like how epic this is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
holy
Mhm.
shit.
it erupted.
Mm-hmm.
The incident happened near Blue Heron Park on Sunday when a few family members were boating together on Moses Lake. Their vessel flying LGBTQ and transgender rights flags, according to one of the passengers who spoke with BuzzFeed News. Suddenly, another boat flew by, its occupants allegedly screaming slurs at the boat with the pride flags. One
Cool.
woman even flipped them the bird, which was a moment caught on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she's a Karen.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 Pride passengers, the man, his girlfriend, and his brother and brother's partner, were nonplussed, then frightened as the other boats started circling their boat and heckling them with anti-gay and trans slurs. The passenger, who identified himself as Robbie, told BuzzFeed via Twitter messages that that's about the time his brother started recording. Always get your phones out. Get the evidence.
Yep.
Quote, then the boat quickly made a sharp turn back toward us and went around us, Robbie told BuzzFeed. I then again personally heard someone shout what I thought to be the word gays. Okay, super creative, y'all. So I asked my brother to pull out his phone.
I'm so tired of the male gays.
I'll never tire of the male
Just
gaze.
let me live my life.
Right? And I asked my brother to pull out his phone and blatantly start recording in the hopes that it would avoid conflict if they noticed, which totally works a lot of the time. People would just be like,
usually,
I don't want to be recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah. The boat proceeded to do donuts around them 6 or 7 times, churning up the waters. Quote, they then attempted to speed away as they left a large cloud of smoke surrounding the area we occupied. After a moment, we heard a loud backfire and a sputter come from the boat. Though I could not see the boat in the direction, I could see a cloud of black smoke rising quickly. So, like, there was already so much smoke that it was covering the boat. They couldn't even see the boat.
So they peeled out in an attempt to be intimidating, and then they fucking blew up their own engine.
Yeah, exactly. The boat had apparently exploded, which sent the hecklers into the water, and then the rescuing arms of the passengers they'd just been vilifying. Robbie's
what was
boat,
that conversation like when they got them into the?
I really hope
You need some big gay help?
Yeah, seriously.
Do you need a safe space?
Careful touching me when I pull you out of the water. You might catch gay.
Yeah.
You just use the pride flag as like
Yeah.
a life
To tow
preserver.
them in.
Yeah,
Oh,
to tow
are you
them in.
cold? Are you shivering? Here.
Let me wrap you in this prideful
Yeah.
blanket. Robbie posted the video on Twitter with the following, quote, these people harassed my family because we were flying gay pride flags in Moses Lake, Washington by racing around us and shouting gay slurs. Then their boat literally blew up.
Mm-hmm.
This continues on to say the passengers did not thank them, let alone apologize, as their rescuers called 911.
Wow.
They were burned and screaming for help, quote, as if they didn't just flip us off while trying to make waves and jumble us around, Robbie tweeted. They got them out of the water immediately, and Robbie said, we were nicer than they were. Yeah.
Oh, that's so gross.
Fucking ridiculous. Yeah.
And those same people probably are like, we're Christians.
Right?
That's why we're against gays, because we're Christians.
It's just...
I voted for Trump for the economy.
Yeah. Anyway, so suck on that. Just be nice. You never know who's going to have to pull you off of a burning boat.
They were literally smoked.
Yeah. Just how I pictured it. Smoking on bigot gas. Choking on bigot gas.
Choking on bigot gas.
Oh, all right. I have a couple more. So, running for sheriff is already going to be kind of a controversial move, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But this campaign got a little more than it bargained for on the campaign trail. Candidate interrupted by sex toy on a drone and then punched at event.
Oh, what?
Good old Albuquerque, New Mexico. A New Mexico sheriff who is running for...
Albuquerque, am I right?
He's not running for sheriff. He is a sheriff and he's running for mayor.
Oh.
New Mexico sheriff who's running for mayor of Albuquerque was interrupted while on stage at a campaign event by a flying drone with a sex toy attached to it and a man who punched him.
Were these things related?
I think they hit him in the face with the dildo and then ran up and sucker punched him.
Wow.
Which,
double punch.
A double-sided punch.
So the same culprit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I thought these were two independent events, and I was very confused.
Mm-hmm. County Sheriff Manuel Gonzalez's campaign said the Democrat was unharmed and, quote, will not be intimidated. The Albuquerque Journal reported that a video posted on Facebook shows Gonzalez answering questions from the audience while standing on a stage at an event center when the drone bearing the sex toy started buzzing near the stage. A sheriff's report said the owner of the event center grabbed the device and that 20-year-old Kaylin Ashby Dreyer unsuccessfully tried to grab it. The report said Dreyer then turned his attention to Gonzalez, swinging his fist and calling him a tyrant. A deputy wrote that Dreyer punched Gonzalez's hands and then was removed from the event by deputies. So it didn't even really land a punch on him.
Jesus.
Gonzalez said at a news conference on Wednesday that he believed Dreyer was with several companions and spotted someone standing on the other side of a fence who he believes was flying the drone. So somebody else was flying it, and then this guy ran up. Maybe they knew each other. I don't know. Quote, it became so distracting from the sound and everything, I couldn't really get my point across, Gonzalez said. Yeah, you got a flying dildo. I couldn't even finish. I was so distracted. Dreyer has been charged with petty misdemeanor battery and misdemeanor resisting, evading, or obstructing an officer. According to a deputy in the report, Dreyer said that he did not intend to hit Gonzalez, but was upset at the way Gonzalez answered a question and intended to swing his fists through the air. Just happened to be too close to him.
Maybe making contact with his face.
Running up and swinging your fist through the air, like, sir, okay.
Okay.
Anyway, everybody's fine, but I love the idea of a flying dildo at a political campaign event. That's fucking amazing.
Always.
Always. All right, this next one is an homage to asparagus gone wrong.
No. Okay.
Just wrong. Okay. This is from the Afrinique. The headline reads, this German wooden asparagus statue raises eyebrow.
Ooh, asparagus would be tough to do a statue of.
Well, you're right about that. And there's a photo of it on the drive/blog. Do you need to look at it twice, or what does your mind tell you? The 2-meter-high statue of asparagus raises eyebrows in the German city of Torgau.
Oh, that didn't even try.
Nope.
It just looks like a dick.
It's
That
just
is
a
if
dick.
I tried to carve a 2-meter statue of asparagus.
Of a
Me.
penis, though.
Yeah.
With like a butter knife.
like your 2-legged dinosaur or whatever that was.
Yeah.
However, many people see something completely different in the creation than the vegetable. The sculpture, made by wood artist and YouTuber Marcus Skoll, creates a lot of hilarity. There's a tweet here that, and in my perfect German, reads, Ich ja warum?
Sounded exactly like Klingon.
I know.
I'm
That's how
yeah.
I just say everything.
I'm going to have to see this tweet.
Quote, I wanted to make a clear statement against Corona and encourage the people of Torgau, says Skoll, about the asparagus statue on the market square.
A statement against coronavirus?
With a penile statue of asparagus. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
God, people are so insane.
Oh, okay. This is the statement. This is what he was trying to convey. Quote, do not lose heart. Stay steadfast. We can do it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting another photo on the drive because when you get it from a different angle, like, it's just a dick.
It's just a dick. And it needs so much support.
What's with all of the legs supporting it?
It's not well made.
No.
It's bad.
It's top heavy.
Just a dick.
I just put it on it's just a dick. Various people joke about the asparagus statue in Torgau on social media. Quote, I see something else in it, it says. Germany loves asparagus, but comes with a pretty silly tribute.
It has oh my God.
Okay.
It's
Amanda's
just
defense
a dick.
Of this tweet, it literally is just,
Warum? Yeah, see? I said it.
Yeah, you kind of nailed it, actually.
Is
it like
fully
shorthand?
It's like somebody going,
What? Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. So, cheers to asparagus and just a wooden penis.
That's not even what asparagus looks like.
Not even fucking close.
It has like a frenulum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's a dick.
Yes, correct. So you can enjoy that while I read my final headline of the day. This is some news out of Florida that honestly I'm shocked we didn't get more of during the pandemic. Because tensions
it's not like
were
they
high.
locked down.
Right. Tensions were high in people's households. So this headline reads, argument over TV remote ends with a man stabbed with a sword.
Oh.
Okay.
This is out of Titusville, Florida.
Or was it an asparagus?
I mean, maybe. A fight over a TV remote ended with one man stabbing another inside an apartment in Titusville. Police arrested Christopher Glynn, 54 years old, on Monday. Investigators were called to an apartment at 2205 Knox McRae Drive for reports of a stabbing. They found the victim outside of the apartment with stab wounds to his left arm and leg. Officers offered first aid before taking the man to meet medical personnel. Investigators described his wounds as non-life-threatening. Officers said Glynn was still inside the home when they arrived. They made contact with him through a landline, and he advised officers that he was unable to walk out of the apartment due to a disability.
Was his disability called sword leg?
Maybe. I'm assuming. Officers went into the apartment and said they found Glynn sitting on a couch with a sword and a wooden scabbard next to him, which is basically a sheath. Glynn was cuffed and read his Miranda rights, but investigators said he then confessed to the stabbing, stating that if he had better aim, he would have gut him. Jesus Christ.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Tell the investigators
You
what
have
your
the right
intent was.
To remain silent.
Oh my God.
It is your right to remain silent.
Sir.
Sir, your sword. Police said they spoke with the victim at the hospital. The man stated he and Glynn had been drinking inside the apartment. You
No
don't
shit.
say.
Goes without saying.
The victim said they got into an argument over Glynn hogging the TV remote, which records show ultimately led to the stabbing. Glynn faces a charge of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. So, with that, I'm just going to say we've been stressed this last century of a year, and Talkspace is always a great option. Get a little therapy so you don't stab your roommate with a sword over the TV remote.
Or get your own TV. You
Yeah.
can put a TV in your room.
Go
you
in
can
your
have
room.
a laptop.
Yeah.
Listen, I love it. Anyway,
leave,
those
leave
are
the swords in their, case.
leave
Yeah.
them.
We had a pair of
Display only.
shitty-ass roommates who hogged the living room TV to get high and watch cooking shows every day
Never stabbed
from
any of them.
4 p.m. to midnight every single day.
Oh.
And yeah, we just didn't use the living room anymore and
Didn't stab a one.
didn't stab a one.
You just adjust.
Yeah. Well, those are my headlines. Thank you for sending them in.
Yeah.
You did such a good job.
Oh, thank you. The validation feels good.
Well, let's hear a quick little word from our sponsors, shall we?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, let's.
Swordbogs.com.
You all know I love a good mani, and I often spend too much on maintaining my paws and claws. So, finding Olive and June nail care has been a game changer.
They nailed it.
They nailed it. It's amazing. They help me save so much money. And with the Olive and June mani system, I can do DIY manis that look salon perfect, last 7+ days. And everyone's always asking, oh my gosh, which salon did you go to? And it's like, JK, I did this one from home.
Yep, joke's
The
on you.
pride.
I love this mani system. It's only 5 steps. It comes with a really easy to follow step-by-step instructions with kind of surprising advice such as don't wash your hands between removing yesterday's nail polish and priming your fresh nails.
Yep.
Who knew?
Yep.
I didn't.
I didn't either.
It also comes with my new best friend, the Poppy, which is a patented little soft rubber brush handle that makes it easy to paint both of your hands, even your dominant hand. Takes away the little shakes, just balances the whole thing out.
Yeah.
The mani system comes with 6 polishes, and that breaks down to about $2 per manicure. So, Amanda, compare that to your normal salon habit. Are you
Listen,
afraid to?
I don't even want to talk about it.
Their summer colors from Olive and June are my absolute favorite. It is hot strawberry season in my life. I absolutely love it. I also like that it comes with different colors so you can do ombre nails. You can do each nail a different color.
Fun.
And they always look so cute. I look like an influencer.
You totally do.
And I do it myself. And their super shiny little top coat. Oh, when they say 7+ days chip free,
They are.
They're not joking. And now you can get 20% off your first Mani system with our code GALS.
Yes. So your new nail life is here. Like Lucy said, get 20% off your first Mani system when you use promo code GALS, GALS, at oliveandjune.com, because we are done with expensive and bad manis. This is the new us. Treat your nails.
Trade him. So I'm going on vacation next week for the first time in, I don't know, a century, feels like. So this summer will be almost normal. We're getting back to normal, which is super refreshing. It also means travel. It means laying in your hammock. It means just relaxing all the time. And I don't know about you, but my brain likes to just have something fun to do. Relaxing, but still fun.
Yep.
And that's why I downloaded Best Fiends, and oh boy, I haven't looked back. I play a lot of Best Fiends now.
Yo, we're obsessed. We are obsessed with Best Fiends. Once you start playing it, you're not going to want to stop. I have not stopped. I'm on level 1,858.
Oh my God. I'm almost to level 600, and I'm jazzed about that.
I play it in the bathtub. That's been like one of my self-care things during quarantine. And now, like you said, once we're getting out traveling again, you don't need internet to play it. I can't wait to play it on planes. Best Fiends is way more fun than the other matching puzzle games out there. Let me tell you, I've tried them all. It's one of those games that makes 30 minutes feel like 30 seconds. So if you're like waiting in a waiting room at like a doctor's office or like in line at the DMV, let Best Fiends heal you, honestly. With thousands of fun puzzles to solve, there's something new every single day. Like I said, I'm already on level 1,858, but there's plenty more to go. It's always changing up. They have like seasonal, like fun little motivations and little mini games. It's just, I love it. It's so much fun. They have those collectible characters that always change. And then you can like unlock outfits for them and like different versions of the characters.
I just got into that. They're so cute.
It's so cute. So Best Fiends really keeps the game like brand new every time you log in because they release new challenges, new characters, and new themes all the time. It just keeps you on your toes.
It really does. So download the 5-star rated puzzle game Best Fiends for free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's Friends without the R, Best Fiends.
Are we ready for the confessions?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right, we got a lot of funny sex ones this month.
Love that.
Okay.
Low-hanging fruit,
Love
but
a
they're
theme.
good. Yeah, not all, but a lot. Okay, first one. Quote, I'm currently wine drunk, listening to this month's gag, and the story of the one-night stand made me think you might enjoy my short story.
I will. You are correct about that.
Back in college, there was a gentleman caller I was seeing for a week or two who was very sweet and sentimental. But I was readying to leave the country for a few months, so I was there to get mine and get out. Sorry, not sorry. After a light dinner and a lot of beer, we went into his bedroom and started getting frisky. I went down on him, and because I was feeling overconfident from all the beer, I decided to swallow.
Uh-oh.
This is an issue because I have 1, a terrible gag reflex, and 2, chronic stomach issues,
Oh, no.
which beer totally helps.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
In terrible comedic timing, he asked me, so what are we? Looking to take things further, to which I responded by promptly throwing up all over his floor.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, no.
So this person took it, swallowed it,
Yep.
and like a couple minutes later, he wanted to have this talk. And then
Right.
they
He was
barfed
feeling
up.
sentimental.
Yeah.
And then literally, okay, so they say, seriously, the moment immediately after he asked, I vomited on his floor.
Oh, God. So you really, the vomiting was your response.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said
I mean,
a lot in that
That's a pretty
response.
clear answer.
Was it good for you?
He mercifully led me into the shared bathroom in his shared apartment and let me hurl my guts out for another 30 minutes while he's scrubbing my vomit out of his carpet. I didn't give him an answer that night and was generally mortified about the situation, but thankfully he didn't press further.
I mean, it might be her vomit, but it's his fault.
Yeah.
Fast forward 3 years later, we lived together and I couldn't imagine my life without him.
No way. Wait, seriously?
Yes.
That's real?
Yes. Oh
My God. I can't wait for that wedding toast.
He understandably gives me shit about this incident, but given the outcome, I wouldn't have changed a thing.
Good
What a meet cute.
Lord. That is, what a meat-ish.
What a meat.
Meat. God, that is so foul.
How I met
Foul.
your mother.
Isn't that the best twist?
Yes.
Oh, ish, yes.
I thought you were making it up.
I did too.
I know. All right, next one. Firstly, my pronouns are she, her. Secondly, I have to confess about the time my mom caught me looking at porn online.
Classic.
When I was about 13 or 14, roughly 12 years ago, I spent a lot of time on the family computer doing God knows what. At some point, I got a pop-up for a porn site, but instead of just closing it, I was actually interested. It was a picture of a very busty lady. I don't know how long this went on, but I spent a few days, weeks, months looking at
Years.
pictures of busty ladies.
Great. I love this.
Usually topless busty ladies using the family computer. It was never pictures of dicks. I actively avoided them. It's incredible I thought I was straight for so long. I just love that. Looking at porn of busty ladies.
Busty ladies.
I love a busty lady.
You are a busty lady.
Thank you.
One day, my mom came to my room and sat down on my bed and asked if I had been looking at porn online.
Well, yeah.
Like a genius, I panicked and said, "What's porn?"
Oh, no.
Oh, that's good.
No.
I don't remember what happened after that. I think I blacked it out, but I never used the family computer to look at porn again.
Like a genius.
I did get a laptop for my birthday when I turned 15, though.
Good for you.
And
What a good mom.
I know. And I finally came out to my parents about a year ago. They were chill with it.
Yeah,
Good.
they probably knew.
They had a heads up. That is such a good mom.
Well,
yeah.
Porn. Like, okay, all right. We
We're
need to
moving
get
on.
her a laptop.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, my mom's calling me right now.
Ask her what porn is.
I already rejected her call. I'll text her
Well,
later.
great. Okay.
Okay. All right. This next one is more serious, but it's also just like fucking goth emo teens,
Love.
like Gemo.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm already on board.
Yeah.
Say no more.
So, your episode on killer BFFs was terrifyingly familiar to something that happened to me in high school. Looking back, I wonder if I could have ended up in a Paula and Juliet situation. Do you guys remember that case?
Yes.
This is a long and dark confession, so just hold on.
Okay.
All names are changed. Here we go. I grew up in Minnesota, represent,
Hello.
and had transferred to a new school my freshman year. As a quirky emo kid, I easily made friends with the only two other weird emo kids in the entire school. Stacy and Jenny were both older than me, but we hung out constantly. The first time Stacy came to my house, it got real very quick. She told me she was a practicing witch, and she said she was going to summon spirits with a Ouija board.
Okay,
Was
well,
the name Kenyon originally.
Were you hanging out with us?
Corn's big in Minnesota.
Huge.
Clearly, I said yes. This ended with Stacy summoning, quote, spirits we could talk to. This continued through the next few months, summoning and talking to spirits, angels, demons, all the dark things you can imagine. But it got darker. Soon we began to let these spirits, quote, possess our bodies.
Oh, dear. Okay. That's risky business.
This got very bad, since the spirits had their own personalities and relationships, so there were a lot of interesting things that happened. I threw Jenny into lockers. Jenny slammed me on the ground. Jenny's boyfriend, Trey, put us in chokeholds. There was a lot of fighting in the school halls. And no, the school didn't care because we were just the weird kids.
Right.
They were fighting each other.
Well, the spirits were,
Yeah, okay.
you know? But it was getting really like violent. But then they had this like scapegoat of like, it wasn't
We're
me.
inhabited by spirits.
Right.
Yeah.
And the
That
school's-
doesn't hold up in court. I've tried.
Right. And the
Okay.
school's not doing much because like, well, they're all best friends. So they're probably
Right.
just fucking around.
Oh my God.
In one extreme instance, I reported to the principal that there was going to be an active shooter at our school due to something a spirit was threatening.
Oh, dear. Oh,
my God.
No.
Yes, we had these spirits, quote, threatening us. I have no idea how I got out of that without getting a bomb threat charge and going to juvie. I think the principal just straight up didn't believe me, but being the weird kid can be a good thing sometimes. But also that principal should have fucking taken that more seriously. Like that is on them.
Yeah.
So scary. I told you it was serious. Okay.
Okay.
This took a new turn when spirits wanted to have relationships with one another. We all soon found ourselves in a weird polygamous relationship, but under the guise of spirits. So it's like they're not like really consenting. You know what I mean?
So the boy, it's this person, Jenny, and the boyfriend.
I think it's a boy and 3 girls, including the writer. I remember 2 spirits named Shay and Hato taking over our bodies to, frankly, suck face.
Yeah.
This continues through my entire freshman year. The whole thing was incredibly draining. My grades dropped, I lost sleep, and I became incredibly depressed. Being given this incredible gift of like being possessed by spirits and not being able to tell anyone was a heavy weight on my shoulders. Finally, come summer, I was ready to wake up. Maybe my teenage brain was developing because I finally realized this whole thing was insane. I realized the whole thing had been bullshit from the beginning, and this world I was pretending to live in was a lie. I told Stacy this, and she was like the witch who started this, that I was done. It did not go well. The night ended with her attempting to harm herself, attempting suicide by jumping off a bridge, while I had a full-blown mental breakdown.
Good Lord.
Luckily, my parents got me help right away, straight to therapy, and it took a lot, but I was able to figure my shit out. Jenny graduated that year. Stacy and I rarely talked after that, although I did get death stares from her in the hallway. I went on to make other friends, move on from the emo stage, and actually have a pretty decent high school career. Now I'm 25, engaged, and I'd say fairly normal, although I work in a district attorney's office in Wisconsin. Sorry. Reading the police reports every day. In the end, the whole event was insane and probably could have ended so much worse. Listening to Paula and Juliet's story, I thought, oh shit, what if? The good news, this taught me some valuable life lessons and actually helped me realize I was bisexual. I know this was a lot, but if you do read this, can you give a shout out to my girl, Carly?
Trauma slaps.
Trauma slaps, you guys. When we hang, she brings the wine and I bring the crime, stories from work.
Wow.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that in case we have younger listeners who are in a situation like that. Sometimes friendships can be toxic
And abusive.
harmful
Yeah.
and abusive.
And coercive. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you find yourself in a little world that feels small and draining, there's a bigger world out there, and you can
less
move on
draining.
to it. Yeah. You don't have to feel like that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're attracted to somebody and you want to kiss them, you don't need to be possessed by a spirit. You can just be like, hey, I'm attracted to this person. I want to kiss them.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Another high school emo thing, but way less serious. I'd like to stay anonymous. This confession isn't really that bad, but it's weird as hell.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know if this meets the worst thing you've ever done threshold for the show. It's just an extremely elaborate mind fuck that I carried out for pretty much no reason. And I thought
Great.
you'd enjoy it.
Here for
I'm
it.
about to.
This is a story about one of my high school boyfriends. We dated for a very brief time, probably only a couple of months, which is like an eternity in high school. And I definitely liked him more than he liked me. While we were dating, I asked for his locker combination, as you do,
Yep.
and he said no.
Well, what? You don't trust me?
Yeah. We have trust issues. Oh my God. it's hurt my neck.
Already?
This
course
is
you
33.
Stop
God.
moving so much.
Yeah. Slow down.
If I move at all, my neck is just like broken. Okay. So this stuck in my craw for some reason. I didn't need anything in his locker ever, but it was the refusal that irked me. One day while we were chatting at his locker, I simply watched him open it. Easy enough to figure out the combination. I considered that a closed matter and had no plans to actually use the information. Yeah, right.
We never have plans
Right.
to use the information.
Right. Not very long after that, he broke up with me, and even though it was a short and not at all serious relationship, I was pretty broken up about it because you're a teenager. One day after track practice, I realized I could freely roam the halls of the school and also happened to have his locker combination.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
As an adult, I know that this is such a violation, but I was a dumb teenager with a little broken heart.
Yeah. We've
So
all
I-
been there.
Yeah, so I took a stroll to his locker to test out what I thought might be the combo. It worked. Once inside, I discovered the mother of all secrets. He had a notebook where he was writing poetry.
Oh, no.
That's a lot of dirt on him. I feel bad for him.
This guy was a semi-popular jock, so this was an unexpected find. Also, just like, this is me coming in to say that, like, men and, like, jocks and everybody can write poetry, but, like,
Let men cry.
let
Yup.
men cry. And also,
Mhm.
let men cry.
Mm-hmm.
These poems were dramatic AF.
Mm.
I was wildly entertained and could not believe it. I memorized one of the best that I could and put everything back. Soon, my best friend and I began to form a plan. We weren't going to put him on blast for his poetry, but I wanted to mindfuck him. I typed up the poem I had memorized, but added the name of another student at the top as though she had written the poem. We picked some completely random girl who wasn't friends with any of us. At the top in red pen, I graded the assignment with an A and wrote, "Great work, Lillian. This is a great submission for the Piper," our school newspaper.
This is so mindfuckish.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Then all I had to do was slightly crumple the paper, drop it in the hall near his locker, and creepily watch from around the corner to see if he took the bait.
Oh
He
my.
did.
You're such a creep. I love
You're such a creep. He picked up the paper, read what he knew to be his own poem, authored by someone else and graded by a teacher, possibly on its way to the school newspaper.
Oh my God, the gaslighting, though.
Yeah. He looked all around wildly, stuffed the paper in his locker, and that was that. I've never spoken to him since.
Oh, for the best.
I'd love to know how he tells his half of the story.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. He's like becomes like an expert in telepathy.
Oh my God.
Lord.
He married Lillian.
Oh.
She has no idea why. He's like, we're soulmates, trust me.
It keeps her awake at night.
Oh my God.
I wonder if 20 years later he'd want to know what really happened. Maybe one day if our paths should ever cross, I'll tell him.
I don't know.
Let it lie.
Like, maybe never talk to him ever again.
So isn't that crazy? It goes not where you think it's going to go.
No.
I love it.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Like, yes, invasive, yes, super gaslighty, but also nobody was really harmed, I guess.
He was harmed.
Yeah.
Mentally,
Mentally.
psychologically,
Yeah.
deep trauma.
Oh my
But it
God.
slaps.
The trauma
Yeah.
does slap.
Okay, last but not least. So, I love you guys. Thank you for bringing a smile to my face during what is most people's worst year, and I am no exception. This isn't awful compared to masturbating with a family member's electric toothbrush, and it was.
Remember the good old days
I
of
know.
hairbrushes and toothbrush masturbation?
Oh, there are so many more. They will have a renaissance.
Thank God.
But it was my own sweet revenge. During the pandemic, me and my boyfriend couldn't bear to be apart for the foreseeable. So I moved into his fucking rancid house shared by 4 boys.
No, just don't see each other for a year. That
Yeah.
would be better.
Yep. You can tell exactly how young this person is.
Uh-huh.
Everything is going great. Very much in love. Blah, blah, blah. Bunch of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Is this your editorializing?
No.
Oh.
Literally word for word verbatim, the email.
Amazing.
I find out by complete accident while trying to Google something on his phone. The shit's been on dating websites our whole nearly 2-year relationship,
Oh, that is a betrayal.
Uh-huh.
That is so frustrating.
including but not limited to my birthday, where we spent the entire day together.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, now, I don't have much of a temper, but as I'm packing my shit and not listening to his manipulative, I can't live without you bullcrap,
Ugh.
I finally get him out of the room. I take a seat to calm down and spot his beautiful, perfect pair of sparkly pink tweezers. You
Pop
know,
all your zits.
the great kind that can get every hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only pair he can get rid of his unibrow with.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was. Now they belong to me.
Yes,
Good.
they do.
When
Everyone needs a good pair of tweezers unless you're a cheating, stupid asshole.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the holy grail pair of tweezers. Tweezers are expensive, first off.
Mhm.
And you
The
have
good
it's like
ones are.
finding a therapist. Like it takes a while to find your one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I pluck my facial mole hair, I
Yes.
think very joyfully how the forgetful prick definitely hasn't picked up another pair and is definitely walking around with his big bushy unibrow that he
Correct.
absolutely hates.
Correct.
I didn't destroy anything or make a big scene. I calmly told his housemates I wouldn't be home for dinner and left with my bags and his tweezer.
Yep. Bye-bye.
P.S. I'd like to remain anonymous unless the tweezer police want my information, in which case you can pass it right along.
You can pass it right along.
Pass it right along. So those are the confessions.
Amazing.
Those were some good ones.
Good batch. Good
Yeah.
batch.
Oh, well, keep them coming, people.
Yes,
keep
please.
doing embarrassing shit and telling us about it.
Honestly, it's everything we need in our lives. I don't think you all understand how little we have.
We're hanging on by
It's a thread. It
These
is a
confessions
thread.
are our tweezers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Should we hear a quick word from our sponsors?
Yes, please. I don't know about you, but when summer comes, I love it, but it starts to feel like the world is against me from getting a good night's sleep because I need it to be like freezing in my bedroom in order to comfortably sleep in the summer.
And you and I both have like attic bedrooms.
Yes, we do. So it's really, really hard to make sure that I have like a mattress that is going to allow me to sleep without waking up in a pool of sweat. But when you have a purple mattress, you can sleep cool and comfortable no matter what the world throws at you, including like random 100-degree temperatures in Minnesota.
Yeah. And like 80% humidity. It's fine. We're all fine.
We're thriving. It's great.
But actually, we are. And it's because only purple mattresses have the grid. Its unique ventilated design allows air to flow through it to help you sleep cool. It is unlike anything I have ever. There is no like cold side of the pillow, for example. Same goes for your mattress. And this is even when it feels like 1,000 degrees outside. It works. That airflow, baby. It's happening.
Love it.
And the grid is amazingly supportive for your back and legs while cushioning your shoulders, neck, and hips no matter how you sleep. It really it's not memory foam.
No.
Because memory foam remembers
Too much.
everything. Too much.
Much.
Nobody wants to remember everything. So the grid bounces back as soon as you move and shift. It's kind of like jelly, like a little bit gel grid. It's really, really nice. It's not a normal mattress. It's so much
Love.
better. Yeah, so you never get that like I'm stuck feeling. Like with memory foam, you create a divot and then you're like,
You
oh my
can't
God,
roll.
I live
Yeah.
here now.
Yep.
I'm so sorry. I've got a couple of their pillows, and Corey and I fight over them every night.
Yeah.
Because in an ideal world, I would have two purple pillows, but we only have two purple pillows.
Yep.
And sometimes I lose, but sometimes I win. So try your purple mattress risk-free with free shipping and returns. Financing is available too. So trust us, you're going to want to try this out.
Oh, yeah. And purple is comfort reinvented. Right now, you'll get 10% off any order of $200 or more. Go to purple.com/gals10, that's GALS10, and use that promo code GALS10. That's purple.com/gals10, promo code GALS10 for 10% off any order of $200 or more. One more time, purple.com/gals10, promo code GALS10. Terms apply, and treat your sleep.
Trade it. Away is a modern lifestyle brand that creates thoughtful products for every traveler and every kind of trip. If it's like to a different country or just like across town, it's perfect. They started with the perfect suitcase crafted with features that make travel more seamless. And now when travel looks a little bit different than ever before, you can count on Away's range of suitcases, bags, and accessories whenever you take that next trip.
So, like Lucy said, these suitcases are perfect for any kind of trip that you could possibly need to take because all of Away's suitcases are designed to last a lifetime with durable exteriors that can withstand even the roughest of baggage handlers. I'm the roughest of baggage handlers. I like throw my suitcase down the stairs because
You
I'm
do
just
like
over
to
it.
toss. Yeah,
I
you're a
love to
tosser.
toss. Every suitcase comes with an interior organization system that includes a built-in compression pad to help you pack more in and a hidden and removable laundry bag that separates your dirty clothes. That little detail makes your entire travel experience better so that you're not like shoving your dirty underwear next to like the shirt you have to wear tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we all know I'm an overpacker. So, that compression is necessary.
You can fit so much in.
So much. And it has 4 360-degree spinner wheels that guarantee the smoothest roll, even through the most hectic of airports and stations, even with the most Kenyan of backs. It's also available in different materials, so you can always get something you like. They have polycarbonate, they have aluminum, they have durable nylon. There's a variety of colors and sizes you can customize. That's going to be my next, obsession, is customizing my luggage like a real housewife. It also has a TSA-approved combination lock that keeps all of your belongings safe.
Away products are designed to last a lifetime, so if any part of your suitcase breaks, Away's standout customer service team will arrange to have it fixed or replaced. There's a 100-day trial on everything that Away makes. You can take the product out on the road, live with it, travel with it, get lost with it, vibe with it.
Oh, yes.
Everything for 100 days, and if you decide that it's not for you, you can easily return any non-personalized item for a full refund during that period. No ifs, ands, or asterisks. Away offers free shipping and returns on any order within the contiguous United States, UK, Europe, and Canada. Wow.
That's amazing.
So start your 100-day trial and shop the entire Away lineup of travel essentials, including their best-selling suitcases at awaytravel.com/winecrime20. That's awaytravel.com/winecrime20 and treat your travel.
Treat it.
Well, I have 2 articles for us
Yes.
this week or this month. I don't have an obituary area because these are a little bit lengthy, but I promise they'll be worth it.
I saw, without being able to avoid it, some photos on the drive that I'm very excited about.
Yeah, I am shocked by them.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Okay. My first story is about an event that happened a couple of months ago as when this comes out in Texas, but it's so fucking outrageous and disturbing, I had to cover it. The headline for this article reads, quote, "Blood is falling on me. Woman wakes up to blood dripping from apartment ceiling."
Oh, no.
An El Paso woman woke up in the middle of the night to blood dripping from her ceiling fan and splattered throughout her room.
No,
This is
I'm
very
good.
poorly written, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't blame me. Anna Cardenas told Telemundo 48 that she was awoken at about 4 a.m. last Saturday. So this happened at the beginning of May by the sound of something dripping in her bedroom. But when she went to the window and noticed that it wasn't raining, Cardenas turned on the lights to discover blood dripping from the ceiling and splattering across her room.
Okay.
Quote, my apartment was covered in blood, she said in Spanish, because I had the ceiling fan on. The same blood that was dripping from the apartment above fell onto the fan blades and caused the blood to be all over.
Oh, no.
And all over it was.
Oh.
Cardenas said the blood had spattered across the walls and her bed and her body.
Nope.
So
I'm
the photo that I do have
That's like
on the
finding
drive.
a spider in the shower. Like, that's bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
Yeah, so if you go to the drive and look at some of these photos, there's one that shows the bedding and see
It's
that
soaked.
it's soaked, and then that big dark mark is just coagulated blood. But it's everywhere. And I
Oh my
couldn't
God.
find this picture again, but it showed the white wall that was like about the level of the ceiling fan. You can just see the spatter.
Oh, my God.
It looks like the expiration, like the
Nope.
you know, like when you breathe out.
Nope.
There's like the
Nope.
fine mist.
Nope.
Yeah, that's what it looks like on the wall.
Ugh. Mm-mm.
Okay, it grossed me out. I was in shock, Cardenas said. I thought, this
yeah.
isn't real. This is a dream. Wake up. I called maintenance and they said, are you sure? And I said, blood is falling on me.
Oh.
Cardenas called 911, and when emergency crews responded to the upstairs neighbor's apartment, they discovered the man had died of natural causes and had been decomposing for 5 or 6 days.
No.
So it's old.
It's old blood.
Oh.
The firefighters knocked down his door, and the body was lying exactly where my fan is underneath. He had carpet, but the blood seeped through to my ceiling, she said.
Great. Great. No,
The
this
apartment
is
complex where
perfect.
she lives sent out a cleaning company, but a lot of her belongings were ruined and had to be thrown away. Cardenas said that she did not have...
the building to
Down.
the ground.
It's done.
I mean...
It's done.
Anything that blood touched, first of all, is probably a biohazard. And secondly, you're not going to get the stain or the smell out of a lot of soft surfaces.
No. It's over. Honey, it's over.
Yeah. So she said she did not have renter's insurance and is battling the complex's management company to compensate her for the damaged property.
What
Good
the fuck? She did
Lord.
nothing wrong.
I know. Well, there's a little bit of a silver lining. I'll get to it. Cardenas told NBC affiliate KTSM that she is traumatized and hasn't been able to eat or sleep since the incident. She said she also wants a medical exam to ensure that she doesn't have an infection from being exposed to the blood.
Yeah,
If you wake up to that, it might be in your mouth.
Yeah,
Who knows?
you could get a staph infection or something from that. It's corpse
Blood.
material.
Yeah. Quote, it was awful, an awful impact, Cardenas said. She said that she did not renew her lease and continues to
Good
search
girl.
for an apartment within her budget.
Yeah,
And I
top
haven't-
floor.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
So she set up a GoFundMe at the time. And within a short amount of time, that her GoFundMe raised over $17,000.
Good
And
for
she
her.
posted an update about a month ago that reads, quote, thank you for all your kind words and support. I will be forever grateful for all the contributions that will help me throughout this situation. I will no longer be accepting donations as I believe I have more than enough to replace my items and get the necessary health assistance to get through this. Once again, I am eternally grateful for all your contributions. God bless.
Anna, we want to send you more, girl. If people want to give you money, let them.
I know she's just a sweet person, and she, probably
Yeah.
feels like she doesn't want to profit off of this horrible
Right.
situation.
Right.
Yeah, I respect that.
And this says nothing of the man who passed away. Like maybe he didn't have family.
right.
Can't afford a funeral. I don't know what
Oh,
happened
yeah,
to
none of
him.
it's his fault.
Right.
None of it's anybody's fault. It's just a horrible, horrible situation. So shout out to everybody who donated money to this poor woman.
Yeah. Wow.
What a shocker-ish.
Oh, I
Those
really
fo- I-
hope that apartment complex doesn't try to keep the fan.
Right. Or the security deposit.
I think at a certain point, like authorities step in. If there's like this kind of biohazard situation, they'll probably be like, no, you have to get rid of it. Like we're confiscating it.
Okay.
At least I hope so. Okay, part 2. Summer is upon us, and that means lightning.
Oh, these are the
Yeah.
photos I was excited about, not
Yep.
the blood photos.
Yep.
Hajalanichaun. There is lightning.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand your brain. I don't now. I never will. Jesus Christ. Okay. So I love a good snow. Summer thunderstorm. But those really loud cracks of thunder freak the fuck out of me, especially when they like come out of nowhere and they're so goddamn loud. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I also
I
have
love
like
it. Callie
Charney.
hates it.
Okay. I have a horrible fear of explosions, and that's just really it. So anyway, let's discuss how to avoid being struck by lightning and what to do if you are.
Great.
My great-grandfather, great-great-great-great-grandfather was struck by lightning. It came down the chimney when he was sitting in his living room.
You know,
No.
Indoors.
just a blanket trigger warning. It will become quickly apparent that there is literally no way to avoid being struck by lightning.
Yeah, it just might get you.
It's just you can decrease your odds.
Yeah, don't
But you
take
can
unnecessary risks.
Literally get struck by lightning any second of any day.
Oof. Great. Thank you.
So lightning isn't cast down by Zeus or summoned by Thor. It happens when positive and negative electrostatic charges build up in the atmosphere. When those
There
opposing
must be some charges in the atmosphere.
I said,
Oh.
you smote down.
lots of smiting this
So
episode.
much. So this episode brought to you by Smote.
Smote.
Smote's on a rope.
You've been
The newest
smoked by
product
the
from
goat,
Bed Bath and Beyond.
the god of all time.
Yep, yep.
Okay, when those opposing charges equalize, there's a rapid discharge of powerful electricity up to 300 million volts,
Million.
resulting in a visible explosion that we call Harshashifar.
Jalani.
Jalani. These charges can occur within clouds, but it's when they link the clouds and the ground that lightning poses a threat to those of us on the earth below. And when that happens, anything or anyone can be stricken.
Yep.
But while we tend to think of lightning as single bolts shooting from the clouds to the ground, the phenomenon is much more complicated, as Kenyon's great-great-grandfather can attest.
Yeah, well, he can't because he's really
'Cause he's dead, yeah.
But yeah,
Could have
Could
attested.
attest.
could have.
Did it kill him? No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it did?
That's how he died. He was
Oh.
like in his mid-30s.
Oh my God. Just enjoying a set.
Yeah, sitting by his chimney in his house.
Good
Well,
Lord.
Boom.
Hopefully it got him
Nobody's
fast.
safe.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the National Weather Service says there are 5 ways that lightning can strike people. One way is via a direct strike, which is when a person is struck directly by a bolt of lightning, usually in an open field where they are the tallest thing around. Despite common perception, this is not the most likely way to be struck. That distinction instead goes to the ground current, which causes the most lightning-related deaths and injuries each year. This happens when lightning strikes an object and the electricity runs through the ground and up into your body through one of your feet and exits out through the other foot, going back into the ground.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Assuming you're standing on 2 feet on the ground.
It uses your body like a maze worksheet at a Denny's.
Yeah, just a quick little stop off in this body, and then we're back on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Little detour. So the strike doesn't even have to be nearby. The current can travel as far as 100 yards.
Oh, my God. That's like a football field.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't
Right?
know. There's no way to know.
I don't know.
Isn't a football field 200 yards?
I have you are
Googling it.
asking the wrong group of people how big a football field is.
Because there's like a
it's 100 yards. I nailed it. I am the queen of sports.
Tweet it.
You can have
Go
it.
viral.
That is one crown that you are more than welcome to.
To wear.
I am the queen of sports.
Ish.
And you will refer to me as such from now on.
Good Lord.
Sign-
In perpetuity.
Sign all of your paperwork.
The queen of
Her
sports.
Majesty Kenyan Queen of Sports. HMS.
Oh. Pinafore.
God, okay. Okay. You can also be hit by what's called a side flash. This
Oh,
occurs,
can you? Good.
Yeah. This occurs when someone is standing close to a tree or another tall object. When lightning strikes that object, an arm of electricity, also referred to as a step leader, may branch off from the main bolt as the current jumps from the object to the human.
This is my lucky bolt.
It's your lucky bolt. Conduction strikes occur when, as their name implies, conductive materials are involved. So this is like sticking a fork into an electrical socket. If you're touching something like a metal fence and the lightning strikes the metal fence, you're going to absorb
Bye-bye.
the shock.
Boom, roasted.
Literally roasted. This type of shock can even get you while you're indoors if you're showering, using a landline telephone, or touching anything else that's connected to wires or pipes that run to the outdoors.
Like, say, a chimney.
Yeah, if there's like metal in the chimney, like
Yeah.
something conductive.
There's
So
more
like
to that
maybe he
mystery.
was stoking the fire with a metal fire poker, and he was like touching the metal grate inside the fireplace.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could have been.
Boom,
That's
roasted.
totally what happened.
Yeah.
Boom, roasted.
Boom, you roasted.
Yeah. Weird.
Streamers are the least common way to experience a lightning strike, but don't discount them entirely. Think of these as the disembodied arms of a flash of lightning.
Okay.
When the
I-
lead bolt discharges, a streamer can appear nearby. So it's just a freak disembodied lightning bolt.
It's like a weird flash.
Mm-hmm. And if you form a conductive bridge between one of these streamers and the ground, you can be struck. So when you are struck
Great.
by lightning, a few different things happen. First,
Good.
the electricity.
Can't wait.
There are photos on the drive. First, the electricity from the bolt moves over the surface of your skin, potentially causing burns. And this is called a flashover.
A flash dance.
A flash dance. There are photos on the drive of a couple people that have like what look like lightning bolts on their skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like crazy tattoos, like pink tattoos.
It
They're
looks like all
wild.
of the veins under the surface of your skin just like lit up red is kind
They're
of what it
actually
looks like.
really pretty.
They are really pretty.
They look like coral.
Yeah.
Coral.
Ow, my neck.
God, your neck. Jesus.
With your neck.
My neck.
Secondly, the current runs through your cardiovascular and nervous system, and this is what causes the most damage.
Great.
Because lightning is so hot, as in 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
What?
Yeah, burn
How?
damage. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not lightning.
You're the lightning expert.
Google it. I don't know how. What do you mean how?
How is lightning hotter than the surface of the sun? That doesn't
5
boggle your
times
mind.
hotter.
I don't know. I feel like when numbers are just so high up there, you just have to believe what you read online and not question it.
Yeah, no, I believe it. I'm just shocked.
Here, let me go. How is lightning so hot?
Electricity, man.
Yeah, this is from a separate website. Lightning can get 5 times hotter than the sun. The surface of the sun is estimated to be 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. However, a lightning strike can reach 50,000 degrees. This is because the air is a poor conductor of heat, so it gets extremely hot when the electricity or the lightning passes through it.
Okay.
Crazy. All right. Science is so wild, y'all.
I'm I'm anti-science. I'm with the Republicans on this. It's too scary.
There's a lot.
It's too
I
much.
trust it. I trust the science. They're way smarter than me. I just don't get it.
Right. I
don't
can
have to.
believe it and be against it. I get to have both.
Like the Space Needle.
Right. I believe that you believe it's there.
And that when you see it with your own actual eyes, you're going to believe it's a hologram.
Exactly. I already do.
Speak it into existence now. You can accept
So
it
I
sooner.
can prepare.
Okay, so because lightning is so hot because air is a poor conductor of heat, burn damage is also a possibility but may not be evident until necrosis or muscle damage sets in.
Okay, so you could be like burned by lightning but not have any outward visible signs of it.
For a little while.
Yes, because it happens so fucking quickly that it can burn and kill your various tissues, but you don't even know it until the tissue actually dies.
So then like you could just mysteriously be dead and then they do an autopsy and your insides are just like cooked.
Well, I think they would probably put it together that like you were struck by lightning within the last 24 hours.
I mean, maybe.
Well, actually, there's a little bit more to explain, so we'll just assume that we'll get to it. Your circulatory system can be clogged, kidneys damaged, and seizures and muscle contractions may ensue.
Oh,
The
wow.
type of damage depends on the severity of the strike, but you may experience an irregular heartbeat, optical disturbances, memory issues, and ruptured eardrums. No shit. According to Miguel Pineda, emergency room doctor and wilderness medicine fellow at UC San Diego, the extreme electric charge and pressure changes caused by a strike can even paralyze the lungs and the heart, leading to respiratory and cardiac arrest. What is unique to lightning strikes, Pineda says, though, is that the paralysis of these affected organs will resolve after several minutes, similar to a computer rebooting. But that is only if the lightning itself didn't kill you.
Kill you, yeah. Okay.
But, like the fact that people can ever survive a lightning strike is wild.
It's a miracle.
Well, and then I don't really understand the computer rebooting thing, but you know how like if you go into cardiac arrest or whatever at the hospital and then they have the
AED.
Yeah.
the
The defib.
yeah. Or as Kenyon, remember you were trying to describe it and you just like cocked a shotgun. It was like
You know that thing. This whole thing.
I'm not doing the shotgun motion. I'm just doing the shotgun sounds with the defibrillator motions.
Shot to the heart and you're to blame.
But yeah, that's electrical currents, and those are
Yeah.
meant to shock your organs back into functionality. So, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lightning. I don't know what's going on, but there's something there. Lightning kills around 20 people each year worldwide and injures hundreds more.
A lot in South Africa.
Yes, a lot in South Africa.
A lot.
In 2020, that number was 17 and included people from all ages and walks of life, aka no one was safe. Almost all were outdoors when they were struck, and many were under trees or tall structures. And while the chances of being struck or killed are low, it is wise to do everything you can to avoid being hit. So here is how to avoid lightning strikes. Obviously, check the forecast. Check local and national severe weather alerts so you can know whether to expect any kind of storm and make a plan if the weather turns sour. Once you're outdoors, the first rule of avoiding lightning is to take shelter as soon as you hear thunder, which is a guaranteed sign that there is lightning nearby, because you can't have thunder without lightning, because thunder is the sound of lightning.
The sound of lightning, yeah.
But don't think that you're safe just because dark clouds are far off on the horizon, because lightning can strike as far as 20 miles away from the storm itself.
Why? Why? God.
It can also literally come out of nowhere.
I'm sure I talked about this on the show in the past, but when I was still in Joburg, I was at home, I was working in my office, whatever, with the dog, and the loudest thunderclap I've ever heard in my life happened, and I literally like ran instinctually ran away from all the windows in my house and like cowered and called Zach and was like, this is wild, because his school was only like maybe 10 miles away from our house. And he was like, yeah, I know, this storm is wild, whatever. I'm going to wait to like drive home. Found out later that day that our neighbor, like a dude in an apartment in our complex, his apartment was struck by lightning and set on fire.
Oh my God.
That so it was fucking close, because it was like
your neighbor,
my fucking neighbor.
Yeah. The loudest ones I've heard definitely do seem to come out of nowhere. Like it's storming and there's maybe some thunder afar off in the distance.
Right.
And then it strikes like really close to you and there's seemingly no warning.
Right.
Ugh,
Guys,
God.
what if I die by lightning after this episode comes out?
I mean, I'm not going to be like happy that you die that soon, but like that'd be bonks. That'd be really good content.
Speak it into existence so we can start.
Fair. Yeah.
But that'd be a really good.
Be really good content.
I mean, Amanda and I would carry on.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Your legacy or
without
whatever.
a blip.
I mean, there'd be a blip. We'd have to replace you. We'd have to train Scott on all the work you do.
Yeah.
We'd have to record.
It's gonna be inconvenient. Rest assured, your death will be inconvenient. I can promise you that.
We'd have to leave your funeral and go straight to record ads.
Yeah,
Yes.
you probably would.
We would.
That's what I would have wanted.
It is.
Yeah, it's true.
Your legacy.
Ads. Okay. All right. And unlike with other natural phenomena like tornadoes or hurricanes, and like we just said, there is no warning sign before lightning strikes. It just does, sometimes out of the literal clear blue sky.
Great.
So their danger is really in the uncertainty. There's no lead time on exactly where lightning will strike. There is no way of telling where or when it's going to occur.
There's literally no way to know.
There's literally no way to know.
Great.
So that is
Cool.
why it is important to take cover if you find yourself in a thunderstorm. Head indoors or to a vehicle right away because there's no safe place outdoors in a lightning storm. Stay far away from bodies of water like ponds or puddles because these are excellent conductors.
The
If you're-
bathtub.
Yeah, do not
What
be
if
in the
it's
bathtub.
raining and so you're wet?
Well,
You're
you
fucked.
should have gone inside sooner.
Okay.
Good luck.
If you're stuck outside on a hike or a camping trip, find whatever shelter you can, whether you end up being up against an embankment, in a cave, or under a cliff. In the most basic terms,
Where are you hanging out?
don't be the tallest thing around, is the
Oh,
point.
great.
So here's my question. You are out. This will never happen to me in my life because of the lifestyle choices that I make. But say you are out in a field. There is nothing around. You're in a cornfield and there is one tree and you. And there's
Lay down far away from the tree. Actually, I'll get to it, what you should do.
Okay.
Do not seek shelter under a tree, because trees are
Okay.
tall.
Okay.
Fucking duh.
'Kay.
If you're with others, spread out as far from each other as possible, because you can, if you're together and one of you gets struck, you can get those side strikes to all of you.
Okay. So you basically sacrifice one for the many.
No new friends.
It's like zigzag if you're running away from fire, as in guns, not like a fire.
Okay.
If there are
There's
no
been a fire.
a fire, and if there are no options for shelter nearby, assume the lightning position. So Kenyon, this is for you.
Okay.
Crouch down with your hands over your ears and your heels touching. This will allow the electrical current to pass more easily through your body if you are struck.
Oh, good.
If you find a spot indoors, stay off of the landline, stay out of a shower or the tub. If you're using a laptop, leave it unplugged.
Yep.
And as mentioned before, it's wise to stay away from any device that's connected to outside power or pipes. Then once the storm has passed, wait 30 minutes before heading back outside or leaving shelter because you can still be struck if the storm is heading away from you.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. The shower thing I knew and
Yeah.
the bath thing I knew. So whenever there's a thunderstorm, I do get out of the shower or tub. I don't risk it.
Good.
And you know how seriously I take my baths.
Right.
So.
Yes.
That's a sacrifice.
And I think I knew about the laptop thing too. And like unplugging computers and stuff. But okay, this is good info.
Yeah. Remember, Kenyon, when you and I were coaching sailing and we'd take, 25 children out in our sailboats with our metal masts? And the general rule was you're supposed to stay outside sailing until you see lightning.
Yeah, that was bad advice that they gave us.
Well,
But also, like, you teach sailing in the summer when, like, there's a storm every week.
Yeah,
There's
it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You can't really avoid it.
And also, these children were so young. There were, like, 8-year-olds in a boat for adults sailing it on their own. 2 fucking 8-year-olds.
No.
And then it
Driving to California.
takes forever to get them to, like, putzily sail to the dock and get inside. That was dangerous.
Well, we had to pick up kids a lot in those situations, but
Yeah, and just leave the boats out there.
anyway, that is some facts about lightning and how to stay safe this summer.
Yeah.
I appreciate you sharing them, and I am traumatized.
Well, trauma slaps, so you're welcome.
Sure
Trauma
does.
slaps. Also, that's why you shouldn't have steel-toed boots.
But
Unless you're working in construction.
Then you
Or,
should.
like, yeah, I mean, working in the yard this summer, like getting all that concrete out of that wall, like, yeah, I'm gonna wear my steel-toed boots.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Do you
don't
remember
drop
those,
that
like-
shit on your feet?
Do you remember those LA gear shoes that like lit up with each step?
Yes.
Sure.
I had a pair of those in 3rd grade. That was the coolest I have ever felt. And I was outside once and it started raining and someone was like, "Get inside. You're going to electrocute yourself."
Because of the shoes.
Because of the light up shoes. And then it started raining. Like whoever was freaking me out knew about conductive.
Yeah, but they didn't know that it was like a battery pack and not an electrical socket in your feet.
Yeah.
They knew a lot, but not enough.
It was the early 90s, so who knew much of anything back then?
Yeah.
Super true. Wow.
Okay.
Well, more reasons to just never go outside, but also you're not safe inside. So I guess
You're
I'll-
safer.
You're
I guess
safer,
I'll
yeah.
just die.
You'll probably be fine.
Like, I guarantee you will die.
Right? Yeah.
everyone's gonna die. It's just a matter of how.
Right?
And we can't be too picky.
I can.
Anyway, have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next month with a fresh episode of
Maybe.
Gossip of the Corpse.
Yeah, if we survive
Maybe.
the air.
Okay, bye.
Fucking bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to Wine and Crime. Our cover art is by Kala Yip. Music by Phil Young and Corey Wendell. Editing by Jonathan Camp. Check out our website and blog at wineandcrimepodcast.com. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Wine and Crime Pod. If you have questions, answers, or recommendations to share, email us at wineandcrimepodcast@gmail.com. Episodes are available on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, basically wherever you get your favorite podcasts. And if you like the show, please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. It is the best way to spread the word. If you'd like to show your support and get a shout out on air, visit our Patreon page to keep this podcast and the wine flowing. Cheers.